Good evening. Welcome to the city's COVID-19 daily updates, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. on Facebook Live, the city's Facebook Live site. We'll be doing this every night from Monday through Friday. And if there's something that we have to announce that's an emergency, we'll announce those and let you know if we're going to go live Saturday and Sunday. I want to remind people to text 511, text COVID, COVID, COVID to 511-511 to get daily updates around COVID-19 in the city of Newark. You dial 511-511 or text 511, text COVID to 511-511, and you should get daily updates. Remember, while you're home, we need you to complete your census application. You can go to www.2020census.gov. That's www.2020census.gov. We need you to fill out your census form while you're home, or you can call. There are various numbers in various languages. They are posted on our Facebook site, so you can get the numbers off of our Facebook site, or you can get it off the City of Newark's website to call and fill out the census. We need you to fill out the census while you are, in fact, in the house. Today, we're kicking off a social media challenge, actually two social media challenges that I want people to be aware of. One is a social media challenge that we want you in the video to show yourself practicing social distancing or something that you and your family is doing at home collectively while you are quarantining. And I want you to hashtag Newark Strong, hashtag stay home, hashtag stop spread, hashtag save lives, and add us at me or the City of Newark at Facebook, at Instagram, at Twitter. And so again, what you'll be doing is videotaping or taking a picture of yourself performing social distancing or doing something with your family while you're home quarantining. We want you to say hashtag Newark Strong, hashtag stay home, hashtag stop spread, hashtag save lives. Add us. We'll acknowledge you and put it out there. The second social media piece we're doing in conjunction with Newark Public Schools, who's been a great partner in this. Shout out to Superintendent Roger Leon. They are, with our assistance, we are looking for young kids, high school, elementary school kids, to come up with 16 bars. That's a rhyme that talks about the importance of staying home or social distancing in this time period. And we have a $500 prize for the winner. In 2 weeks, we'll announce the winner. We'll give $500 to any young kid that's 18 and under. So all you adult rappers, you can't participate. Give us 16 bars talking about why it's important to stay home during this time, why it's important to social distance during this time. The winner gets $500. So that's two social media challenges we need you to help us put out there, because we're trying to change the culture and the thinking of the people in our community. This is the new normal, y'all, for a long time. Until we get through this, this is the new normal. So please, two things. Fill out the census, Newark 2020, www.2020census.gov, or call those phone numbers to speak to it publicly, on the phone. Also, the two hashtag challenges, the two social media challenges. One, take a picture of your family doing something great. Together, Newark Strong, stay home, stop the spread, save lives. And the last one is for students who are gifted in poetry or rap. 16 bars we need, $500 to the winner. Now let me get to the information, kind of sobering information. And this is important because I've seen a lot of things on social media that's kind of discredit what's happening out here. Look, I don't mind you and all of the things you believe and Illuminati and all of this stuff that you're coming up with to say why this is happening, who created it, where it comes from, what we should be afraid of. Ultimately, what you should be telling people is how to save their life, how to save their family's life, how to save their children's and grandmother's lives. Right now, the United States is the new epicenter. We are today where China was 2 months ago. The United States is today. In the United States, we have 158,571 cases, 158,571 cases. We have more cases than any other place in the world right now, the United States. We have 2,938 deaths from coronavirus across the United States. That's almost 3,000 people have died from the coronavirus already. The estimates, they're estimating that we may reach almost 100,000 people dying from coronavirus. Let's get to New Jersey. New Jersey has 16,636 cases of coronavirus. 16,636 cases. We have the second most cases in the country next to New York City. New Jersey. California only has close to 5,000 cases, 6,000 cases, which means that New Jersey, with less the population, has doubled the amount of cases more than double the amount of cases of a state like California, with 198 people who have died across the state of New Jersey. Almost 200 people have died in New Jersey. Let's look at Essex County. Essex County has 1,564 cases. 1,564 cases in Essex County with 33 deaths. 33 people died. 1,564 cases, 33. That's sobering. Newark, I can remember a couple of weeks ago, Newark, we reported Newark with one case. A couple of weeks ago, when all the rumors were spreading about how we can't get it in Newark, how it won't come to Newark, and all of the social media hoopla, and you were listening to everything, we reported one case. Today, we have 489 cases in the city of Newark. 489 cases in the city of Newark with 10 deaths. 10. Saturday, we reported 8. Today, we're reporting 10. 10 deaths from coronavirus in the city of Newark, 489. Now let me combine, because we travel back and forth, and you want to know why we're trying to stop people from traveling back and forth. So if you take Newark, East Orange, Irvington, and Orange, and combine them, where we go back and forth with our families, our cousins, our mothers, our uncles, everybody live. If you take all 4 of those cities combined, the numbers grow to 789 cases. In these 4 cities, we have more cases than some entire counties in the state of New Jersey. 789 with us, 13 deaths, right? 13 deaths, 789 cases, Newark, Irvington, East Orange combined, right? Which is why all 4 of the cities have come together to do this lockdown that I'll talk about in a little while, this lockdown that we're going to do, because we are traveling back and forth. We're not taking it seriously. Meanwhile, our numbers are doubling, quadrupling. We have more than half the cases in these cities than the entire Essex County. It's important for us to take this seriously. And that's why I'm mentioning it to you, so that you, in fact, can take it seriously, because it is serious. And my hope is that this information gives you a sobering wake-up call of why we did what we did today and why we are going to do what we're doing going forward. Listen, I can't say enough that we have to adhere to the rules that are being put on us as we move forward. I mentioned on Saturday that today that the city was going to be on a lockdown. Tomorrow, Irvington, East Orange, and Orange will join the city of Newark in this lockdown. People violating the lockdown will be given first a summons, a ticket. So today we gave out over 100 summonses, blue tickets, to individuals in the city who are still hanging out, still in parks, still in playgrounds, still standing on corners, over 100, which can range from $30 to $200 in a ticket fine. If you get another ticket, if you're that person and you out there tomorrow and you get a second ticket, the second ticket will be referred to the prosecutor's office, and you're going to be charged with obstruction of law. You're going to be charged with obstruction of law if you're out there hanging out, because it's just dangerous. I know people are talking about martial law, this thing, the social media is going crazy. But listen, if you are a family member of one of those 10 people that have passed away because of this, then you know how serious this is. If you have a relative that's in the hospital fighting for their life, or somebody that's sick in their house because of this, then you're not listening to this stuff that's going back and forth on social media. You're concerned about the safety and the life of the people in your family. And as I said before, our community, we have an overwhelming amount of folks that have heart disease, cancer, lupus, diabetes, all of these things in our community, people who are going back and forth for dialysis, going back and forth to treatment in the hospital now. When we bum rush the hospital with all of these new cases of coronavirus, we're putting a strain and a stress on the hospital workers who are in fact taking care of folks that are already there, who may lose their life as a result of all of these things. This is why it's important for us to follow instruction and stay in the house. So if we see stores that are overcrowded with people, we're closing them down. Some stores won't be able to reopen until months from now. We're closing them down. Every store should practice social distancing, should allow 10 people in or a small group of people in at a time. They do that at Walgreens on Broad Street. Shout out to the management of Walgreens on Broad Street. They lock the door, they allow 10 people at a time, and the people come out, they allow new people in. Shout out to them because they're concerned about the welfare of their workers, and they're concerned about the welfare of the people in this city. Shout out to all of the workers at ShopRite, to the workers at Wake Firm, to the workers at HelloFresh, to the workers at all of these places that have to go to work while you argue back and forth on social media about why you should go outside or why you can't hang on a corner. These people must go to work because they have to provide you with food. They have to provide you with the things that you need in your house, daily services. Shout out to the people that are cleaning these buildings, that are cleaning police cars, that are cleaning fire stations, that are cleaning police stations, that are cleaning housing authority buildings, that are cleaning high-rise buildings and stores so that when people come in and out of them, they're safe. Shout out to the police officers who are out here trying to write people tickets who they may not know have COVID-19 or not, right? Shout out to the fire workers that are out there. Our firemen are now getting ready to deliver meals to people's homes. Shout out to them who are out here doing. Shout out to the workers who are taking care of the homeless, who are out there with the city of Newark and Bridges. Shout out to Bridges, man, for going to the Penn Station, Jackson Street Bridge, all of those places, engaging with our homeless population to make sure that they can get into a shelter, that they go to a shelter. Shout out to all of those people who every day are risking their lives. And doing this is a risk. You're risking your life. Not only risking your life, you're risking the lives of people in your family that you go home to. So it's important that we acknowledge that and give praise to those individuals that are doing the good work, doing noble work, doing God's work every single day. And there's no need to to shout out, and maybe it is shout out those nurses, those doctors, the people in those hospitals, the folks at our FQHC that are working at their own demise in some instances to make sure that our families are taken care of when they go to that hospital. If you feel sick, then you should call the FQHC. You should call your own primary care physician. You should call or get on the county's website and try to sign up to go through the drive-through. Speak to your healthcare provider. You need to call before you walk in because there's a limited amount of tests, but you need to do that. Take care of yourself, take care of your family. It's important that those things actually happen, that you actually monitor your health, monitor the health of the people in your family. Call the health department if you need to. That's the Mary Eliza Mahoney Health Center. You can call there anytime. Call your own, again, healthcare provider. Reach out on the county's website. Call the hospital, but make those calls. 9 times out of 10, if you're not feeling very, very sick, they're going to make you quarantine or shelter in place until there's time or that they can get you in, or until you feel incredibly sick. I know that sounds crazy, but that is exactly where we are right now in this city. That is exactly where we are, right? And not only in the city, that's where we are in the country, in this country. This is where we are. 156,000 people have contracted the coronavirus in this country. right? Between Newark, East Orange, Irvington, and Orange, almost 800 of us and 12 people dead because of the coronavirus. So when you out there, you think it's cute, you want to play ball, people texting me and emailing me and Facebooking me and all this stuff on there, making jokes, saying all kind of things, making light of it, belittling it. Think about all of those people. And that could be somebody in your family. You have to take this seriously. It's not a joke. This is not a joke. The city of Newark will continue our lockdown procedures up until Friday, until we reassess this, along with Irvington, East Orange, Orange. We're going to do this for the entire week until we reassess on Friday what we do after that. We sent letters to these liquor stores, so they have a protocol they must follow. We sent letters to supermarkets, so they have a protocol they must follow. We sent letters to the gas stations, they have a protocol they must follow. If you're not following the protocol, we're going to close your store. If you're caught outside and you're not supposed to, we're going to give you a summons. If we have to give you a summons more than one, we're going to refer you to the prosecutor's office. Why? We have to do this. It sounds draconian. It sounds difficult. It sounds like people are oppressing you, but this must take place. This will, at the end of it, it'll save lives. So listen, I don't want people, elected officials or anybody, calling me about a store that needs to be open, or the police who put people out of a store because there are too many people in it. Don't call me. Don't no community folks hit me up talking about we need to leave this store, we need to leave that store, we need to do this, we need that. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Our concern is about the lives of the people in our city. Starting tomorrow night, we're gonna put joint border police at the border of Irvington, at the border of East Orange, right, in Newark, right? We're going to reach out to the Belleville mayor so we can do the same thing at the border of the North Ward in Belleville. We're going to put border police on both sides, right, to monitor and limit the passageway of people moving back and forth that are not moving back and forth for emergency purposes only. We're turning it up. Why? People are dying. That's why we're turning it up. People are dying. Now, if you don't understand that, then there's nothing else that we can tell you at this point. There's nothing else that I can explain to you. You can't play basketball in the playground. No. You can't hang out on the corner store. You can't sit 15 of you on the stoop of the abandoned building. You can't hang out in the gas station on Hansberry and Chancellor Avenue. On Maple and Chancellor Avenue. You can't do it. You can't. You cannot hang out anymore. This is not the time to do that. You can't walk to the corner store to get a coffee. You can't walk to go get a donut. You can't be cavalier about this. Those days are done. They're over. It's over. People, I got a thing inbox from a child saying, oh, why did we close the schools? Because it's dangerous for you to be in school. It's dangerous. Why don't we let you come outside? It's dangerous for you to be outside. It's dangerous. I saw a post on social media. So your friend is having you come to their house to get your hair done now. And you're their fifth person in the house getting the hair done. You don't know who person number 4 is, person number 3 was, person number 2 was, person number 1. You're concerned about getting your hair done and you can't come outside anyway. You go there and get your hair done in a place and leave with coronavirus and take it home to your family, to your grandmother, to your mother, to your own children, because you could not wait to get your hair done. We have to take this seriously. It is not a joke. Lastly, first I want to talk about the food relief program because I've been getting a lot of folks asking me what are we doing about food. Listen, Newark Public Schools have given out to date 53,000 meals, breakfast and lunch to children. 53,000 meals Newark Public Schools have given out. To date, we have given out 1,500 in 3 days, 1,531 gift cards and meals to the residents of this city. Now, I know that number you're calling is busy sometimes, 973-733-7521, I believe, 733-5728, 733-5728, 973-733-5728 for food and cards. I know it's busy. Got to keep calling. You're getting hundreds of calls a minute in there. We also appealing to private sources, individuals even, people who have money laying around, businesses, corporations, give us some of that support so we can go ahead and feed more folks in our city. We have a limited amount of food, a limited amount of money. We're going to do what we can. Also, the small business help application is up on www.uwnewark.uwnewark. If you go there, you can do uwnewark.org, www.uwnewark.org. Applications are available for small businesses to apply for a grant for up to $10,000 for businesses that have been affected by COVID-19. The governor has put a moratorium on foreclosures, put a moratorium on mortgage, and the moratorium on the mortgage is supposed to be passed down to renters. So people who are renting, I want you to understand that if your landlord is getting a moratorium on a mortgage, you should be getting a moratorium on your rent. If they're getting a 90-day a waiver on their mortgage, you should be getting the same thing on your rent, right? So you need to be going back and forth with your landlord about that, because that's important for us to have. So we're working hard to ensure that everyone in the city is taken care of in the way we need them to be taken care of. The lockdown on all of the cities, we are going to put out tomorrow on our collective. We're going to do a collective post, all of the mayors collective. We're going to put something out tomorrow around 2 o'clock to tell you what that entails. A few things, a few hints at it. All these businesses that remain open because of the governor's executive order, we're telling you that you have to provide protective gear for the people who work there. You have to practice social distancing for the people who work there. You have to practice social distancing for the people who come in there. You have to take care of those workers that are coming from Newark, East Orange, Irvington, and Orange. If our residents are working in your place and they do not have safety regulations, we are coming to shut you down. Whether you're a warehouse, a manufacturing, an essential business, a non-essential, whatever you are, no matter what you're doing, if you're not practicing safety and helping the residents that are risking their lives working at your establishment, we're coming to inspect you and we will shut you down. That's what's happening. And if you're a store that's allowed to be open and you're not protecting the workers there or protecting the residents of this community, we're going to shut you down, point blank. If you're outside and it's not an emergency and you're hanging out, we're going to write you a blue summons and we're going to charge you with obstruction of law. That's what's going to happen. We're going to happen. And now that we're working jointly, the mayors, it's going to get turned up just a little more. Why this is important for us? It's important for our safety. It's important for our health. So, listen, I don't want to end on a bad note. I just want you to know this is a different time for us, man. It's a different time for me. It's a different time for my family. Different time for the city. Things that we used to do, we can't do anymore. And things that we never thought of doing, it's time for us to be creative about doing these things. It's a difficult period. It's difficult to stay in the house. It's difficult not to do the things you normally do. You need a certain level of discipline to get these things done. It's difficult. We now have to become more creative, and we can be creative. Our mind is powerful. We can make things happen that we have never even imagined before. We can do these things. And our job here is to keep our spirits up, right? Keep our neighbors' spirits up. Keep the people in our city spirits up. Take care of the people in our community. Take care of the people in our family. If you're outside arbitrarily, then you're not taking care of the people in your family. You're not taking care of the people in your community. It's time for us to care about other people, not just ourselves. We can't be on Facebook and Instagram highlighting and supporting ignorance and negativity like we used to. We can't do it anymore. We have to be talking about bringing hope to people's lives, talking about bringing positivity, encouraging people. That's what we should be putting on. We should put videos of encouragement, videos of positivity. People are in their house. They're in difficult situations. Some people don't have any money coming in. They don't know when the next time they're going to work. They don't know the food that's coming in. If we weren't bringing food, they wouldn't have any food, right? They're getting in a state of depression. They need help. They need support. They need you. They don't need the ignorance that people are putting up. They don't need us going back and forth about foolishness. And they don't need to hear your conspiracy theory stories. What they need to hear is how do they embrace life? How are they going to live in this time, in this new place, in this new period. How are we going to do this as a Newark family? What does Newark Strong mean? Newark Strong means we taking care of our families. It means we taking care of our neighbors. It means we following the instructions that we have to do, that we do everything to stay alive, that we do everything to stay alive, that we do everything to stay alive, and we do everything to make sure that our families and our relatives and our community and our city is alive and well when this is done, because it will be done. It will be done, but we want to make it through. We want to make it through the end of this. Tomorrow, citywide, Newark, Irvington, Orange, East Orange, Jersey City, citywide fasting and prayer. No matter what religion you are, no matter what you believe, even if you don't believe in anything, meditate, think on it, concentrate on it. We're fasting. We're not eating from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're fasting. And in between that, we're praying. We're praying for the people that have to go to work. We're praying for the leaders of these communities to make the right decisions. We're praying for the residents of our community to be safe and the people that are sick to recover, because there are people recovering. We need more people to recover. We're praying for them, and we're praying for the families that have lost their relatives. We're doing this, and we're concentrating, and we're thinking on it, and we're doing everything we can tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and we're doing it collectively. That's what we're doing. Now, I know I'm not supposed to talk about it. People say I'm not supposed to talk about this because you're the mayor. Listen, maybe last year I wouldn't have talked about it, but this year I am. This year, on this day, on March 30th, the mayor said of Newark, quote me, tomorrow, March 31st, we're having a citywide fasting and praying in the city of Newark. Why? We need all the help we can get, and we need it now. We need it now. Thank you for listening and being a part of what we're doing. Share the information to everybody you can get a hold of. Let them know what the city is doing, what we're going to make happen. Let them know that there's a lockdown. There's a lockdown. Newark, East Orange, Irvington, and Orange. We're locking it down. We don't have any other choice. Why? Because we love you. And some of you, we love you more than you love yourself. It's important for us to get together and make these things happen. Godspeed to y'all. God bless you. We're going to make it through it. I know it. I know it. I know it. Every time I put my face on the ground and get up in the morning, I know we're going to make through it. I thank God for breath, for air, for life, for being able to do this and give you this information every single evening. And I pray that I continue to be able to do this all the way till this thing ends. God bless y'all. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay home. Stop the spread, y'all. Stop the spread and save a few lives. God bless.